Some of the bridges in this video are so massive they took decades to build. One stretches for more than 160 kilometers, another stands higher than many skyscrapers, and one cost billions of dollars to complete. If you love incredible engineering and mega projects, be sure to subscribe. Now let's explore the most extraordinary bridges ever built. Imagine driving across the sea for nearly 30 kilometers without ever leaving the bridge. That's exactly what the Jiaozhou Bay Bridge in China makes possible. Opened in 2011, this engineering giant stretches approximately 26.7 kilometers across Jiaozhou Bay, connecting the city of Qingdao with the Huangdao district. At the time of its completion, it was recognized as one of the longest sea-crossing bridges in the world. The project required more than 450,000 tons of steel, enough to build dozens of Eiffel Towers, and cost around $1.5 billion. More than 10,000 workers participated in its construction, supported by over 5,000 concrete pillars. The bridge was designed to withstand powerful earthquakes, typhoons, and even collisions from large ships. And here's the incredible part. The bridge cuts travel time across the bay by up to 30 minutes, saving millions of hours for drivers every year. Imagine driving through a highway that disappears into the clouds. That's exactly what travelers experience on China's incredible Yaxi Expressway, often called the Highway to the Sky. Stretching nearly 240 kilometers, this engineering marvel cuts through some of the most difficult mountain terrain on Earth. To make it possible, engineers built more than 270 bridges and over 25 tunnels, turning what was once a dangerous mountain journey into a modern expressway. The project cost approximately $3 billion and climbs to elevations exceeding 2,000 meters above sea level. In some sections, drivers travel above the clouds, surrounded by breathtaking mountain views. Before the highway was built, crossing this region could take an entire day. Today, the same journey takes just a few hours. Most bridges are built over rivers. The Millau Viaduct was built above the clouds, rising an incredible 343 meters above the Tarn Valley in southern France. It stands taller than the Eiffel Tower, making it one of the tallest bridges ever constructed. Opened in 2004, this engineering masterpiece stretches nearly 2.5 kilometers across the valley and took just 3 years to build, an astonishing achievement for a project of this scale. But the numbers get even more impressive. The bridge's highest support pillar reaches 245 meters, while its tallest mast extends the structure to a record-breaking 343 meters above the ground. The project cost approximately 400 million euros and dramatically reduced travel times between Paris and the Mediterranean coast, eliminating one of the worst traffic bottlenecks in France. And here's the incredible part. On foggy mornings, the valley disappears completely, making the bridge appear as if it's floating in the sky. Most bridges carry cars. The Tsing Ma Bridge carries an entire city. Opened in 1997 in Hong Kong, this engineering marvel stretches 2.2 kilometers with a main span of 1,377 meters, making it one of the longest suspension bridges in the world. But what makes it truly unique is what's hidden beneath the roadway. The upper deck carries 6 lanes of traffic, while the lower deck carries 2 railway tracks used by trains traveling to Hong Kong International Airport. The bridge's towers rise 206 meters above the water, roughly the height of a 60-story skyscraper. More than 50,000 tons of steel were used in its construction, and the project cost approximately $1 billion. Designed to withstand powerful typhoons with winds exceeding 300 kilometers per hour, the bridge remains one of the most important transportation links in Hong Kong. The Golden Gate Bridge isn't just one of the most famous bridges in the world, it's one of the greatest engineering achievements of the 20th century. Opened in 1937, this iconic bridge stretches 2.7 kilometers across the entrance to San Francisco Bay. At the time, it was the longest suspension bridge on Earth, a record it held for nearly 30 years. The numbers are staggering. Its 2 towers rise 227 meters above the water, taller than a 70-story building, while the main span extends 1,280 meters between them. Building the bridge cost around $35 million in the 1930s, equivalent to hundreds of millions of dollars today, and required more than 100,000 tons of steel. But perhaps the most impressive fact is that nearly 40 million vehicles cross the Golden Gate Bridge every year, making it not only a world-famous landmark, but also a vital transportation link. Some bridges cross rivers. The Duge Bridge crosses an entire canyon, rising an astonishing 565 meters above the Beipan River. This engineering masterpiece in China is one of the highest bridges in the world. To put that into perspective, that's taller than the Empire State Building and nearly twice the height of the Eiffel Tower. Opened in 2016, the bridge stretches 1.3 kilometers across a dramatic mountain valley, connecting 2 provinces and transforming travel through one of China's most rugged regions. But the most incredible part is what it replaced. Before the bridge was built, the journey through the mountains could take hours. Today, drivers can cross the canyon in just a few minutes. The project cost approximately $144 million and required thousands of workers to build in extremely challenging terrain with steep cliffs on both sides of the valley. And imagine the view. Standing on the bridge is like looking down from the top of a skyscraper, except there's no city below, only a river hundreds of meters beneath your feet. At first glance, this bridge looks like something from a roller coaster, but imagine driving across it every day. Rising hundreds of meters above a deep canyon, this incredible roadway appears to float between cliffs and waterfalls. Projects like this require thousands of tons of concrete and steel with support pillars as tall as skyscrapers. The most amazing part? What once took hours to cross through dangerous mountain roads can now be done in just minutes. It's the kind of engineering that makes the impossible look effortless. Would you step onto a glass platform hanging hundreds of meters above the ground? This incredible sky bridge in China attracts millions of visitors with its breathtaking views and heart-stopping heights. Suspended between towering cliffs, the structure stretches across a dramatic canyon, offering panoramic views of rivers, waterfalls, and mountains below. The observation platform can hold hundreds of visitors at once, while its steel framework weighs thousands of tons and is designed to withstand powerful winds and extreme weather. But the most incredible part isn't the engineering, it's the feeling. Standing here, it almost seems as if you're floating above the valley. For many visitors, it's one of the most unforgettable views on Earth. Long before modern cranes, computers, and advanced machinery existed, engineers built a bridge so impressive that it still holds a world record today. This is the Göltzsch Viaduct in Germany, the largest brick bridge ever constructed. Completed in 1851, the structure stretches an incredible 574 meters in length and rises 78 meters above the valley below. But the most astonishing number is hidden in its construction. Engineers used more than 26 million bricks to build the viaduct, enough bricks to construct thousands of houses. The bridge features 98 massive arches spread across 4 levels, creating a design that looks more like an ancient monument than a railway bridge. And here's the incredible part. More than 170 years after it was completed, trains still cross the viaduct every day, proving just how remarkable its engineering truly was. At a time when most people traveled by horse and carriage, engineers created a structure so durable that it remains one of Germany's most impressive landmarks to this day. This doesn't look like a bridge. It looks like a giant roller coaster hanging above the clouds. Twisting through the mountains with massive spiral ramps, this breathtaking structure climbs hundreds of meters above the valley below. Projects like this require thousands of tons of steel, years of construction, and some of the most advanced engineering techniques on Earth. The towering support pillars rise as high as skyscrapers, while the winding approach roads help vehicles safely conquer steep mountain terrain. And here's the incredible part. What appears impossible from the air becomes just another highway for thousands of drivers every day. It's the kind of bridge that makes you wonder whether you're looking at real engineering or science fiction.